My name is Lee Jackson. I'm the author of Get Good at Presenting, and I've been a professional speaker for 25 years. And I've just literally done, a couple of days ago, a Father of the Bride speech for one of my daughters. I have twin daughters. One of them got married last weekend, and I've just done it. So I wanted to give you some tips, kind of hot off the press, of what I learned, even as a professional, what I learned when I did a short Father of the Bride speech. Here's me in the car just an hour after that speech, dropping my wife off and waiting for her. I did a quick video in the car, so I have a look at this.
Well, about an hour ago, just finished my Father of the Bride speech. So I thought, wow, what an emotional roller coaster that was. The toughest talks in the world are probably eulogies, maybe. And actually, I put Father of the Bride speech as a pretty tough one, just because of all the emotions. So I thought I'd give you a couple of quick tips, if you want, just while I'm sitting here in the car, while I remember to give you a couple of tips for Father of the Bride speech. Number one, keep it brief. It's not about you. It's about her, and it's about my daughter, Ria. It was never about me or me trying to be funny or anything else. I mean, I did make some jokes and I did try and make people laugh, but it is about her. So keep it brief. Make sure it's about her, not about you. And thirdly, be flexible. We had a lockdown wedding, so I couldn't do the normal speech standing behind the table. It ended up in a pub. There was people behind me making a lot of noise. There was the coffee machine was going, so kept it brief, nice and loud, and was flexible enough to do it. So I didn't have PowerPoint, didn't have slides, just had one little present that I gave my other daughter as a little prop. So yeah, I just did that, and I rewrote it loads of times. I never write speeches longhand, but I wrote this one out just and put it on my phone just so I could glance at it as I was speaking. So it probably wasn't my best talk in the world. I mean, you know, it doesn't really matter, does it? I wasn't there to get special points for my talk. The key thing is I was there to make everyone laugh, maybe make them think, maybe make them cry even, but also just to think about my daughter and what a wonderful day it was. So yeah, so keep it brief. Remember, it's not about you, and be flexible because things might change and you'll do a lot better. So there you go, Father of the Bride speech in 1 minute and 55 seconds. Cheers.
And also, this is a picture of me actually doing the speech. There you go. Have a little look at that. It was real. It was kind of a lockdown wedding, so it was in a pub, and we didn't have long speeches. It wasn't super formal. I just had to get up there and do, I think I did about 5-6 minutes, something like that. So keep it brief, like I mentioned, keep it nice and short. But how do you actually plan a Father of the Bride speech? Well, one of the ways of doing it is to bear in mind and what it's for, and also understand that you just need to collect some stories. So what I did is I collected all the kind of stories about my daughter that I remembered, all the funny little things that happened when she was younger, and I collected all those stories, and then I sort of presenting is about sieving the information. So collect everything over a period of weeks or whatever, and then at the end I sat down a few days before and I thought, what am I going to say, what am I not going to say? And so I designed a kind of a longer one with loads of stories in, and a shorter speech, which was basically saying thank you for being there, it's wonderful, a little joke about my daughter, and then just told one story. Because my daughter's a twin, I just told the story of what it's like to be a twin. So just maybe choose one or two nice little stories, then obviously say all the compliment stuff, that you love her, that you're proud of her. So I did all of these kind of nice list things, so everyone felt good on the day. My daughter is still speaking to me, which is a good sign, and it was just a nice way of doing it with a little bit of, just a little couple of little stories where you can just take the mick a little bit, but nothing too big, nothing too serious, nothing too heartbreaking. Just keep it very light. Gather 2 or 3 little stories, and then just say thanks for being there, and just bless everyone there and help them, and then raise a glass and do all of that stuff. So people get really stressed out by wedding speeches and Father of the Bride speeches. It doesn't have to be that complicated. It's just collecting the information and then sieving that information so you get to the core of the message. What is it that you want? I mean, I do this in all the professional coaching that I do. I say, what do you want, the one thing? What do you want people to walk away with? And I wanted people to walk away with that I'm proud of my daughter and I love her. And that's what I wanted people to walk away with. Anything else is just kind of a bonus. I got a couple of laughs and that was nice. But if you're not a funny person, don't aim to try and be funny. Just be yourself. Keep it short. Tell her that you love her, that you think she's beautiful, that you're proud, that it's a new season. A couple of stories, job done. So keep it simple. Get to the core of your message and enjoy the big day. Thank you.